This video is definitely sponsored by a subscriber of mine who has a product called Adrenal Relief. As I mentioned in another video a little while back, there's still a 25% off code on Amazon that he made revalid again for this month, and that is REALIST1. Again, the product is Adrenal Relief. Increase happiness. Ashwagandha can ease stress and anxiety by 44%. Sleep. Magnesium is well known for its ability to relieve insomnia and relax muscles. Boost energy. Vitamin B complex can do this naturally without the use of caffeine. No gluten or soy. We strive to be as healthy and as natural as possible. Currently has a 5-star rating on Amazon with 29 reviews and climbing. So if you want to support a JSNP4 subscriber and his great product, which he had custom made, by the way, with the ingredients to his liking, again, that is Adrenal Relief, and I will provide a link in the description box with the discount code should you want to purchase them. I've got to do the Elf. Whenever you hear me come out here and do the Elf movie script, it means I think I've got a good ICO to talk about that you're probably going to want in on. So I have to start off by saying, you ever have one of these ICOs you run into where you read about the idea and it's just like, yes! Well, I'm looking at some of this stuff and I come across one that sounds pretty interesting, like, this may fit the bill for JSNP4, meets my approval of the 2 checkboxes, kind of a thing. What does it do that none of the other ones are doing? Check, right? And what, how many coins are they ultimately going to release? Which isn't exactly a deal breaker for me. See, Kin coin for that one. They're going to print create trillions of coins, but Cliff High seems to think it ain't going to matter. It's going to be a great coin to have. But we are talking about the Pillar, Pillar project, or the ICO that's coming out. So it's essentially a coin, but it is also a built-in wallet. So I guess it's 2-in-1 or something. Nonetheless, it sounds good. I didn't even realize that the Pillar project was listed in Cliff High's most recent report. Even though I read it, I went through all of them. I don't remember all of them, though. I look at some of them, then I just do my research. I come across this thing, and then realize later, I wonder if this was listed in Cliff High's Webbot report. Open it up. Sure enough, it is in there. Great. That's even better news. So I want to start off by reading you the piece out of the Webbot report, which is the most recent, and I call it the Webbot report. It's really a crypto report. Pillar project. The Pillar Wallet project is an ambitious move into the smart wallet marketplace. This space is all about a one-stop dashboard for all your coins, tokens, complexity, and e-critters. The space is showing as being turbulent and filled with problems and deliberate scams. However, talking about that space, not necessarily the coin, but that particular space where you have all-in-ones, wallets, coins, that space is showing as being turbulent and filled with problems and deliberate scams, as he's discussed numerous times. However, it shows as being very lucrative and very long-lasting. The Pillar project has a non-organization form of organization, which may be either a strength or a vulnerability. Time will only tell. What is clearly not a vulnerability is the coding talent involved. Vitor Pai and Jürgen Stru are both prolific producers and tenacious once tasked. Vitor, as the architect, is a very good thing indeed, as he has a far look in his code, and it would be very likely to find that the Pillar Wallet project is the first to bring biometrics to the coin dashboard. There are rumors of pillars of a different sort that would offer very strategic advantage going forward. Jürgen, for his part, is like the famous dog refusing to let go of that bone. One will not expect to see bugs long tolerated in a Pillar wallet. The organization behind Pillar Wallet project is a bit confusing, as it is a non-organization. That noted again, the talent is impressive, and the collective wisdom around a single point of architecture does work. The danger here will be if collective decision-making ends up producing a camel where a horse was designed. Only time will tell that tale. All cautions being noted, the talent is impressive, as is the demonstrated history of code, marketing, and fintech thinking involved. So it is listed in here, and it's one to watch. But I've delved into this further, and I've actually reached out to the Pillar Project team and have had a couple responses thus far, which seem promising. One of the things they referred me to, because I was asking a bunch of questions, and I got replies, and they said, here's a good write-up that was released about, what's been about 2 weeks now, that kind of explains what we're doing, what the plan is, and that sort of thing. So I said, oh, okay. So I went to Reddit, which was more confirmation to me that I think we have a winner with this Pillar coin or project. I'm going to read it to you. The company, or what they call themselves, is 2030. 2030, and again, Swiss-based. I don't know what it is about these Swiss-based companies, but they seem to be on point and on the ball when it comes to these cryptos. So whenever I hear Swiss, I always take a little deeper look, because there's some really brilliant people, I gotta tell you. Anyways, 2030, a Swiss-based blockchain innovation company today announced the Pillar project, and again, this is about from 2 weeks ago, which will raise money through a token sale, or ICO, right, on Saturday, July the 15th, which you'll see this video on the 6th. You got a good week or so, right? July 15th, 2017, to create the next generation wallet that will hold all your assets and become your personal digital assistant, powering all of your devices. The Pillar project is the brainchild of David Siegel, whose 2010 book, Pull, Penguin, described a future with no apps and with a personal data locker at the center of your life. Look at it this way, says Siegel, a serial entrepreneur and cryptocurrency expert who spent 20 years in Silicon Valley. Quote, there are a lot of platforms now, and those platforms mostly belong to companies. But what if you had your own secure personal platform? What if you had a digital assistant that did everything for you without having to go to each app, log in, and work within that silo? And what if no company owned the platform? The Pillar project will start as an open source digital wallet to hold all your assets, which include, so first of all, let me say this. I'm very happy with the Exodus wallet. That's one of the wallets that I use. Matter of fact, it's the wallet that I use, because you can do the exchange, flip one currency for another. It goes out in the market, does a flip, sends them back. But you only have like 7 or so cryptos to choose from. However, it's still a great wallet. What they're saying here is they're going to do something like that, but take that to the next level. And here's where they're going with this. So the Pillar project will start as an open source digital wallet to hold all your assets, your health records, financial records, money, ownership of things, resume, and much more. All the ownership will be on various blockchains, and you'll have the password, replacing all the accounts you have today. Then the personal assistant will help you find what you're looking for and interact with many digital services automatically. As you travel, buy things, eat, consume media, use services, your personal data locker will pay your way as you go, without having to log in to 100 of different apps. The Pillar system will use its own native utility token called the Pillar, which the symbol is going to be PLR. The Pillar is a meta token. As David Siegel says, the current token sale craze means that tokens are going to be everywhere, used for everything from identity to energy to coffee to golf. The Pillar wallet manages all those tokens for you, what he calls auto-magically. So you only see and deal with pillars, even though there could be hundreds of tokens underneath. By launching a meta token, we're telling consumers they will have a single interface into their digital lives. We're starting with a wallet, but we're aiming for iOS and Android. Look at your phone. All your apps are miniature desktop apps that trap your data and keep your credit card number on their servers. The apps don't talk to each other, so when you want to do something, you end up using several apps. The Pillar system has no apps. It uses tokens, smart contracts, and a growing ecosystem of online services that let you pull the information you want, find what you're looking for, buy what you need, manage the ownership, and interact with hundreds of other systems easily. Walk into the new doctor's office, all the paperwork, test results, prescriptions, billing, insurance are all taken care of automatically without filling out any forms. We envision all consumer devices and wearables being powered by the Pillar wallet. Because the data is decentralized and stored in secure blockchains, it is of little interest to hackers, providing high-level security. Entrepreneur David D. Titus, a US-based advisor, said Pillar will be the new platform for digital natives. It's open source, and it replaces the Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook domination of our devices. This is a world changer, he said. Pillar is staffed by a group of over 30 global volunteers who are part of the 2030 blockchain community, as well as David Siegel. The founders include Tomer Sovinson from Israel, Yogesh, I'm going to probably butcher some of these names, Yogesh Kaukwad from India, and Vitor Pai from Brazil. Advisors to the project include US-based Doc Searles, Kurt McMaster, Phil Windley, and Kalea Hamlin, plus Effie, or is that Effie? Hilarinu from Switzerland, and UK-based Anish Mohammed from, and Thomas Power. The Pillar token sale plans to raise $25 to $50 million to build this open source personal data ecosystem. The token sale will take place over 60 hours from 1 a.m. GM time on July 15th to 1 p.m. GM time on July 17th. After a successful token sale, the team will set up the UK's first blockchain-only innovation center in London. The Pillar project website is now open. So I read this. I'm like, this is sounding a lot better, because the webbot had a very small, summary on this particular company. I took it a few levels deeper. I've actually spoken with them via email already. 3 different guys, by the way, over there, asking some questions, getting answers right back. Okay, sounds good. So I'm raising this one on my personal list to a must-have. I believe this Pillar token, coin, etc., is going to be on my list of must-have ICOs that I've got to get involved with. The other day, I talked about a couple different ones. And the last one I think we were talking about was Dim Coin. And I think I told you I put 2 or maybe 3, or maybe it was the Starda one. Remember that Starda coin or whatever, ICO? I put, I think, 2 or 3. I don't even know. It was either 2 or 3 Ethereum into that. Because again, I was kind of doing a test, but felt like this could actually do something. And then after that was Dim Coin, DIM, which I put several Ethereum into. This particular one, I'm just going to tell you, the kind of Ethereum that I put into Veritasium and then Pay token, which are both great tokens, I'm going to put that kind of Ethereum, maybe, not even maybe, actually, it's already a done deal in my mind. I'm going to put more Ethereum, not a lot more, but more than I did on those. After researching this, reading that, seeing what they're about, talking to some of the guys, this is on JSNIP4's must-have cryptocurrency list. I'm trying to pull something off for my subscribers in this particular token that will blow your flipping mind if I can pull this off. You're going to say to yourself, if I can do this, and I'm trying, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to pull a Nancy Pelosi on you. You got to let me do it before I can show you what it is. It's a surprise, and I don't even want to get your hopes up super high to find out I couldn't pull it off, guys. I'm sorry. I think there's a good possibility that I will. And I'm going to let you all know about it the second I'm able to actually get this, affirmed, if you will. So the ICO is July 15th. Long story short, I'm trying to reach out to them to do an interview with I don't know if it's the founder or one of the founders, an actual Skype interview that I'm going to upload to my channel, because again, I'm pretty damn psyched about this coin. And I'd like to have them on doing a Skype. The problem is, part of the planet they're on, part of the planet I'm on, we are way off time-wise. So I'm trying to set something up maybe on this weekend, like as in Saturday or possibly Sunday, so I can get them at a reasonable time. And that we're trying to make that happen, by the way. So that's already a plus. I'm going to make it happen one way or the other. If they tell me we can only do it Monday through Friday, I'm literally going to have to take a lunch and go home to make this Skype interview happen. Because again, I'm psyched up enough about this that I'm not backing away. I've got to get this guy on and talk about it on Skype. Really get some, where are you really going with this, and what do you see, not just what this article talked about. So I'm going to do a little more checking out. I may ultimately do a second video here, not including the Skype. So that might be a third video. If I can get confirmation of this little special secret thing I'm trying to pull off, I'll do a video tomorrow if I can pull it off and get the okay, get the verification from them that what I'm asking for they can do. And then I'll come out and do another video. So that'll be my second video on this coin. And it may be tomorrow, could be Friday, I don't know. But for sure, I'm definitely trying to do this next interview with them at least by this weekend. That's not even that important. The cool thing is, if I can pull off what I'm telling you, you're going to say to yourself, Joe, I love you. Joe, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you pushed for this for your subscribers and you effing pulled it off. Joe, you were the man. Not that I even need that recognition, because I don't. But I know how psyched I would be if I was on your side listening to me speak right now without even knowing what I'm saying yet, that I think I'm going to pull off, if, double fingers crossed. And I should have an answer possibly tomorrow, possibly the next day. Okay? And then we'll do the Skype whenever I can get with this guy. So that's it for this video. Must have the ICO July 15th. You are going to want to make sure, if you're one of these guys or girls who wants to get on a good ICO, and I want to, and again, this is my opinion, this is a good one. In the simple disclaimer I always have to give, which I don't give too often, and I probably should give a lot more. You are responsible for your own trading activities. You are responsible for any ICO, any coin, any token that you decide to get into, regardless of whether if I like it or not. I've made a lot of good calls with the help of the webbot, of course. But I want to make another one. I want to make a fourth one, a real good one. And this might be it. But again, we're all responsible for our own actions. You get in on this ICO, that's your business. If I get in, it's my business. I'm just sharing with you because I told you going forward, I'm going to tell you about every one of these. I'm not concerned about, well, if I tell everybody and they get into the ICO and there's a mad rush to get in, and I get kicked out because the server's overloaded or whatever. It took me an extra second to do it, and I lost out, and now my subscribers got in and I didn't. I was all worried, and I said, you know what? No, universe hath spoken. Don't worry about it, J-Snip. You're going to get into whatever you want to get in. Give your subscribers everything that they need and let them try to get in. If they get in and you don't, so what? There's more than one ICO coming up, right? And that's what I said. I still feel good about that, which is why I'm telling you about this one. But stay tuned for the next possible video. My fingers are crossed. Again, I don't want to even dare get your hopes up and then crush your hopes and dreams that, oh, it didn't work out, this little plan I tried to work with these guys. So I'm off to my next video. Take care.